are moaning.
Hello, one and all. I hope you're all doing great. Thank you for tuning in. God bless you for coming out tonight. I feel like I don't know. I feel like the show's on time. Am I wrong? I don't know. It's weird. Like it's got the show's got I don't know. It's just weird. Like it had 2,000 views already. I'm like, was it? I don't know. Whatever. Just strange. Like usually, like before the show goes up, it doesn't already have 2,000 views. I mean, I appreciate it, but it's not. I'm not even live yet. So, well, thank you in advance. All right, let's get started, folks. Let's have a good time tonight. Thank you for tuning in to Jeff, the Unlicensed Therapist, where we help everybody. We help everybody, regardless of race, religion, or whether you like creed. We help them. We help them all. So, thank you, and we'll get started. We'll kick things off. Looks like we got people piling in right now. If you want to be part of the show, you can enter your question in the chat, or a second option, if you want to be on the show, say Friday, we do the call-in show. Me. You can. Let me make sure my volume's up. Okay. I have a terrible habit of not having the sound up. What you can do is you can come on down, go to jeffahern56@gmail.com, jeffahern56@gmail.com. If you want to be on the show, give me your question there, and I'm more than likely than I'll have you on. How about that? Does that seem like a good deal? That's a good deal to me. I'm all in favor of it. All right, let's get the ball rolling. By the way, that was Ortiz at the front end of this, not singing, but playing the drums. I have more of his songs, but I can't get them on. I don't know. I'm trying to like make my computer work, but it's like, it's a bad file. I'm like, you're a bad file. All right, here we go. All right, enough of that. Enough of the nonsense. I'm sorry, I'm a little jacked up, so I just did some stand-up over at Flappers. Went well. The new show's coming out. It's not new, but it's extended. It went from 30 minutes to 45. Going to be at the Stephanie Fury Theater, I believe July 23rd, Saturday, 7 p.m. How about that for a good memory? And I tried out a bit tonight, and I think it went really well. I think it's good. And it's new, so I like that. That's my favorite part. It's a new bit. It's called Autastic. That's the name of the show. Bring it to a college near you. No chatters, not yet. Not yet. Chatters are slacking, animal. Sometimes I wonder, I don't know, something's a little wonky with this software tonight, because I when I looked up at my show, usually I'll have like 200 views maybe, or maybe 700 views before the show even starts, because just people they just see it, and they're like, okay, I'll come back later. But today I had over 2,000, and I'm like, it's a odd number. It's unusual, but that's all right. I'll take it. I think the show's just picking up in popularity, and I am grateful for it. Very grateful. What is that? Wait, what happened there? Oh my God, everything just switched over on me. Hates it when when everything switches over on me. I don't want to do that one. That one. There's that one there. Okay. Yeah, we'll take it. We'll play it by ear. Play it by ear, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's get over to Am I the Asshole? By the way, if you want to enter in your question, because I'm here to help everybody, all you have to do is hit the enter button, and it's that simple. It's that easy. I would recommend doing it right now before I really get started. All right, I'm starting. Thank you again. Welcome to Jeff, the Unlicensed Therapist, where you can ask the questions. I answer them. I do it to the best of my ability. You're welcome also in the chat to critique my answer. Tell me what you think. If I'm completely clueless on something, or you're like, no, I think you nailed it, Jeff. I think that's spot on. I will be happy to help you out with that too. So you can do that in the chat. You see in 684 viewing, that's not too shabby. And here we go. We're kicking in. I like this. I like to give people a chance to file in, so to speak. I don't. So what time is it? Yeah, it's 10:04, 10:05. I'm kicking things off. I'm going to take a sip of it. It gives me an excuse to have some tea. So what actually turned me on to this? I should have been drinking tea all along, help my voice. But I was doing a show at the Namba Art Center. I was doing Autastic in Ventura, and my voice was shot. And this nice girlfriend, way younger than the dude, but the dude's like 50, girlfriend's like 20 something. I'm like, okay. But makes an amazing tea. Basically, she heated water, put it in a tea bag, goes, here you go. And boy, I'm a believer. So that's what I'm doing right now, enjoying some tea. All right, let me do a quick guide for my favorite sponsor outside of Rumble. And that's the Kids Guide. They've been sponsoring the show pretty much since day one. This is my 42nd episode, I think. Let's get them in here. Hey, Kids Guide, how you doing? Let's chat with them, and then we'll start the show official. All right, parents, real talk for a second. America is about to hit a huge milestone. We're coming up on America's 250th birthday, 250 years of freedom, grit, sacrifice, and the greatest experiment in self-government the world has ever seen. This is the perfect moment to help your kids understand why this country matters, not just fireworks and hot dogs, but the story behind it all. There's a free guide called The Kid's Guide to America's 250th Birthday, and it's honestly a great way to introduce your kids to how America began, who the founding fathers were, what they risked, and why the ideas they fought for still matter today. This guide sends kids back to the moment when the brave men signed the Declaration of Independence, knowing full well that they were risking their lives for freedom. It breaks it down in a way kids can actually understand and enjoy without watering it down or turning it into boring schoolwork. If you care about raising kids who know exactly where this country came from and why it's worth preserving, this is something you'll want to grab. And the best part is it's completely free with this special offer. All you need to do is pay $2 for shipping and postage. So head on over right now. It's easy to do. Just head to freeusabirthday.com. That's freeusabirthday.com and the Kids Guide to America's 250th birthday for your kids today. America's story matters. Make sure the next generation knows it. That's freeusabirthday.com. There you are. Thank you for being a sponsor of the show, Kids Guide. All right, you ready? Let's get started. I think everyone's filing in at this point. Let's do it. All right. Am I the asshole for not wanting to chauffeur around my 6-year-old girls on a birthday trip? They're your girls. Chauffeur around 6 girls on my birthday trip. Why do you have 6 girls with you on your birthday trip? That seems like something that you created. It's like let me share this so you can all see it. But it seems like a self-imposed thing here. Like, how do you wind up with 6 girls on your birthday, unless you're going to Vegas and you're some dude with a big wad of cash. But that's a whole nother. Oh, this is short. This is really short. Spiritual thought doesn't sound very spiritual to me. All right, let's see where we go. I love the fact that it's short. Usually means a dude wrote it, but I feel like it's a woman. Otherwise, you got pedophilia buzzers going off right and left. All right, 30 female, but just wants to do a short one. Okay. 30 female, bingo, recently went on a girls' trip, friends for 15 years, to Atlanta for my birthday. All right, I still don't see where 6 girls get involved. We drove a total of 3 cars on the 3-hour drive. All right, fair enough. After we arrive, they appoint me as the designated driver, which I declined. Why would you? It's your birthday. Why would you be the designated driver? Unless you're a teetotaler. Nothing wrong with that. Just, it's an expression. Then they started giving me the cold shoulder because you wouldn't drive for them on your own birthday. This all sounds weird. I got to be honest. And ignoring my calls and texts the next day when I was seeing what time we were leaving the hotel. So I don't understand. It's your birthday, and yet they want you to drive. Hold on. Am I missing something? I explained to them I have the right to say no, and it would be fun for me to be. It would not be fun for me to be a chauffeur on a trip I'm supposed to enjoy. That makes sense. Now, I don't mind taking turns driving. That seems fair. But to make me drive the entire birthday trip is insane. I would agree with I would agree with what you have to say there. I'm starting to think your friends are really, they just look at you as an Uber. I'm assuming in the past that you've done this and you drove for everybody and you're their driver. So I think the deal was maybe you come on the trip as the driver and just you as the friend is for them not enough. I don't want to read too much into it, but I don't know why they would be so callous with you otherwise and not returning your calls. It's like, you're the driver. That's why we bring you. We don't really like you. You're just the driver. What I'm trying to say is I think you need some new friends, but I'm sure it's about to get worse. All right. Okay, here we go. Now, I don't mind driving, but to drive, yeah, okay. Am I the asshole for taking my personal rental on day 2 of being ignored? No. If you're being ignored, to go out and enjoy the city. No, have some fun on your own. Fuck them. I didn't go to Atlanta to not have a good time. Okay, and I didn't get a babysitter for the week to sit in a hotel all week long. They ended up catching Ubers to wherever they wanted to go and didn't include me. Jeez, what kind of friends are these? Nothing was wrong with any of their cars. They just didn't want to drive, and neither did I. Okay, so here you go. Your friends are lushes. They like getting wasted, and none of them want to drive because they don't want to. At least they're responsible enough to not be driving hammered. You were supposed to be the driver. That's the whole reason they brought you on the trip. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, bad tidings, but that's true. They've outed themselves in front of you. You need a new group of friends. You've been friends for 15 years. I think you've been the Uber driver for 15 years. I think you need new friends. You've had acquaintances for 15 years that let you go on their trips to drive. This is what it sounds like. All right, I had a great time. Good for you. I'm glad you're not letting them dim your shine, so to speak. But apparently, I'm wrong for not sitting in the hotel the entire time because they were mad at me and wanted me to not enjoy time in the new city. My husband keeps telling me they were never my friends. Thank you. Your husband is right by the way they acted over literally driving. Your husband is on point. Rare that the dude is right, that the husband is right in any relationship, but he's on point. On point. I thought fallouts on girls' trips were a thing on TikTok. This was a fallout because you were never friends. It's not a fallout. It's like you didn't do your job. You weren't driving around all wasted, and now they're all mad. This is how women end up going missing, going on these girls' trips, and the girls have secret animosity or wanting to be mean girls at their big age. Yeah, your husband's right. Listen to your husband. Lose these dolts. Yeah, exactly. That's Despotic's right. Know them bitches. No, comma, them bitches. I can't be the C word. Yeah, exactly. You're right, Despoetic. That's exactly what I would say. Hey, Despot, good to see you. Thank you for tuning in. Howdy. Lemon. Oh, is that? I'll take your advice there, animal. Lemon verbena tea for your throat. All right. The only thing I don't like about your suggestion, Desvolt, is that I have to go to the Hollywood Farmers Market. That's a bit of a hike. It's not. I'm not completely against it, but I just, it's a bit of a drive. I don't go. I mean, I live in Los Angeles. If you live in Los Angeles, it's just like if it's more than 20 minutes away with no traffic, you're not going to go because on any day there's never not traffic. And it'll be an hour. If I want to go to the Hollywood Farmers Market anytime except maybe 5 a.m. or 10 p.m., it would take me an hour and a half to get there. Now, if I was just driving, maybe a half hour, But yeah, that's why I don't go anywhere. I just stay in my little bubble, which I'm very fond of. I like my bubble. I like my bubble, and my bubble likes me. There we go. All right. I don't want to do that one, down 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 one. No, none of them. All right, let's get back to Am I the Asshole? Let's see who the next asshole is. So you are not the asshole. And last time we had a good run too. We had only 2 people who were assholes, which is pretty good. Actually, no people were assholes last night. I take it back. And so far tonight, the only assholes are, or the C word, as you put, Despoetic, are your douchey friends. Friends in quotation marks, big quotation marks. All right, let's get back at it. Go here, and click here. All right, let's see what our next victim is, so to speak. All right, am I the asshole for telling my 21-year-old female coworker and 23 male to quit after learning about his pedophilic actions? No. When you get anyone's a pedophile, it's like, how do you be the asshole for not keeping a pedophile secret a secret? Show me where they touched you on the doll. 21 female have worked at a bakery for a little over a month. Andy, 23, Ariana, 17, Aaron, 20. I met Andy in chemistry class recently. I mentioned I needed a job. He suggested I applied to his bakery. About a weekend of working there, Aaron wanted me to be careful around Andy. All right. She told me he had asked out Ariana. Ariana's 17. Andy is 21. No, you're 21. Oh, it's fucking Andy. He's 23. Ariana's 17. Okay. Made sexual comments toward her about wanting to hook up in the freezer. My perception of him changed. Yeah, he's a creeper. The next day, I told a mutual friend, 19, she was horrified during the conversation. My guess is Andy's not an attractive man. I'm just going to put that out there. I feel like if Andy was like really hot, you'd be like, oh yeah, she should go for it. Right. Everything's relative, I guess. And she's 17. Andy should at least wait till she's 18. I mean, I know it is. I think is it statute? I think it's still statutory. I forget what the difference is. Like 17, 18, you're all right. 17, 19, I think you're all right. I think once you get into the 20s, he's 23. Yeah, then you're pushing it. You're gonna have to wait, Andy, to be all creepy with her. Like, Andy, don't you know how pedophiles work? You're supposed to groom first. You did a terrible job grooming. You horrible fucking pedophile. But again, I don't know. That's really close. 17, 23. It's not unheard of. but still, yeah, I think it technically it meets the. I can't remember what the definition. There's all these different, like as a psychiatrist, as a psychologist, as a mandated reporter, there's an actual chart where you are required to report. Um, it's the age difference. It's I forget what it is, but it's literally it's like a graph, and it's like okay, 17 and 14 report, or 18 and 14 report, and then 23 and this is okay or not. It's an actual graph. So if it's within that graph, you go, okay, you're 23, you're 17, and I don't know what it is off the top of my head. I'd have to check. I'd be like, okay, I got a mandate report this if this person came in for therapy. If the 17-year-old came into therapy, she's like, well, this 20, I'm bagging. This 23-year-old is having sex with me. If the 23-year-old is using alcohol or plying her with drugs or something to do it, that's an automatic mandated report. It's there's a lot of stuff that goes into it. I feel like it's probably a mandated report. So yeah, I think it would fall under that category. But I'm not 100%. I got to see the chart. It's damn close. Maybe just a judgment call. I don't know. He's creepy and he's not good looking, so they don't like him. Anyway, let's get back to what we're a different one. Am I the asshole for refusing for refusing to use my income to pay back my fiance's debts to his family? Whoo, there's a lot to unpack in that one. I'm not a big fan of your fiance. Why is he in debt to his family? Like, is he a gambler? Is he explain this to me a little bit better. What is going on with your fiance? Let's see here. Check this out. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. No. Yes. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to find this. Okay. So, we're gonna have to unpack this a little bit. All right. My fiance and I have been together since we were teenagers. Okay. And his grandparents who raised him have never liked me. Not good enough for their boy, not good enough for their grandson. You trollop. I don't know. I have no idea why you're not good enough, but they've never liked you since the beginning. He must really love you. But let's see if he's worth the time. And they never liked me. They spend years putting me down, calling me names, criticizing me. What's he doing when they're doing this? That's my question to you. How's he handling this? Is he defending your honor? I hope. If he isn't, I don't like this relationship. Generally treating me like I'm the problem in the family. Okay. For the last 7 years, I was a single at-home mom. Stay at home. Sorry, I'm an idiot. Stay at home mom raising our son while my fiance worked. Great. During that time, my fiance got into a car accident. Well, at least it's not a gambling debt. After letting his insurance lapse. Well, that was stupid. It is. I mean, I know you know after the fact, but come on, man. You need insurance, okay? You need car insurance, or you get into these situations. I can't afford it. Get some shitty, like a catastrophic policy, which led to around $20K in restitution costs. His parents helped him financially. Okay, so this is his parents, not his grandparents. Later, they also bought him a car after he promised he would to pay them back. Sounds like kind of a deadbeat. I'm going to be honest. Your boyfriend doesn't sound very good with his money. Doesn't handle basic things like insurance, but you already got a kid with him, so you're kind of stuck a little bit. The car is completely in his name, not mine. I was never involved in the agreement and was never asked to repay anything. Why would you be? You're not even married. Now I'm back at work, and his grandparents think I should use his grandparents who hate you anyways. Why would you listen to anyone who hates you? Use your income to pay them back for both the accident-related costs and the car. Was it parents or grandparents? I think you're kind of intersplicing them. They say that because I stayed home instead of working. Their grandson needed financial help and they're owed repayment from me too. Fuck them. And that's a therapist saying it. They hate you, according to you, and I believe you. And they want you to pay them. They don't like you. I would never. I would never pay them a dime. You have nothing to do with this nonsense. Absolutely nothing. And while we're on the subject of nonsense, I forgot to plug in my laptop. I can't believe I actually remembered. Usually the thing goes out and I'm like, I should have plugged it in. All right. So now back to his grandparents. She's okay. The thing is, I never borrowed money from them. Never promised. No, you are under no certainly legal obligation to pay them back. Debts are none of these debts are legally tied to me. You're under no moral obligation to pay them back either. So if you're not legally required to pay them back and you're not morally required to pay them back, if you want to pay them back, it's really just because you feel like it. And I don't blame you for not feeling like it. They sound just awful. They're treating you like shit. So there you go. So because let me see. We mutually agreed that I would stay home, raise our son, because if I were to go to work, it would have only covered daycare costs. Yeah, it's not the craziest. And now I feel like I'm being blamed for and financially punished for being. They're just douches. And what is the son doing? This I don't like. I don't like. I'll be honest. I don't like. He's not your husband. Anyway. I don't like your boyfriend. He doesn't seem to stick up for you. Your grandparents or his grandparents feel free to push you around and treat you like trash. He doesn't seem very responsible. He doesn't pay back debts. All right, edit. People keep asking why I have a 7-year-old child and a single stay-at-home mom for all these years. All right, well, I didn't know they was 7, but I guess you put that in somewhere. Okay. Yeah, you're right. They are unfairly charging you instead of holding the grandson accountable. All right, edit. Many people ask why I have a 7-year-old child and single at home mom all these years. The 700 comments. Okay, I just really don't care about any of that. Okay, it's just, the rest of it doesn't really matter. So yeah, you are not the asshole. You should not pay them back. And the rest of it, I don't know. I don't think you have to explain anything to it, but I just feel like your boyfriend needs to shit or get off the pot, marry or get off the pot. And honestly, I think it'd be better if you find, you're not even married to him. Sounds like a bit of a deadbeat. Yeah, I think you need to have take this guy to therapy and say, like, what are you going to do with the rest of your life besides stiff people on debts? Just say no. Exactly. That's poetic. Thank you. See, just that's poetic. Gets it. That's poetic. Understands. Yeah. So there you go. You're not the asshole either. So that's 2 non-assholes. That's not bad. It's pretty good odds. All right. Let me see what we got here. Yeah. I mean, I hate these relationships where you've married a buffoon. You've married a moron, a ne'er-do-well, an idiot, just an irresponsible person. I mean, I don't know. There must be, without seeing the couple in person, it's hard to, really know what's going on. But from what you're giving me, the fact that the person's not insured and they're working, so why wouldn't they have any kind of insurance? Like you said, they're the breadwinner, so to speak. If you want to help him out, help him out. But yeah, you're not obligated to pay the grandparents anything. And especially because they treat you like shit. And if you had a closer relationship with them, I bet you'd be much more willing to, acquiesce and perhaps, give them a little bit financially. Be like, okay, I'll help you out. I don't like any of it. I don't like any of it. And that's such is life. All right, let's see what else we got here. Okay, am I the asshole for telling my girlfriend to just be happy with our economy ticket and stop complaining? If that's what you can afford, man, yeah. I mean, what the fuck does she want? Now, if you're like really rich and you got a lot of money, you're like, I'm still growing economy. Yeah, she's got a right to complain. But if you're doing the best you can, then what does she want? You're trying. As long as you're trying, I would be pissed. Like if I don't have to actually. My fiance is a flight attendant, so I usually wind up doing pretty good. She gets me the tickets, because it's her job. But I've never complained about a seat. I've sat in Polaris, which is like, the first class. That's the best. It's all dependent on if there's room on the plane. So I've had that a few times. I went to Australia there and back, first class. It was amazing, but you don't know. It's like kind of rolling the dice. And here's the other thing. I went to Shanghai with her. On the way out, I think I had a nice seat. Wasn't first class, but it was nice. On the way back, I almost didn't get on the plane because the damn plane all of a sudden filled up and there was no room. And I'm what's called the non-rev. So if anyone with any money at all buys a ticket, I'm pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed. And then there's people in front of me who have seniority over. It's a whole process. It's an ordeal sometimes. So we're in Shanghai. I don't speak Chinese. The Chinese gate agents really don't seem to want to help me. She's already gone. I can't even get to go through security because I don't technically have even a standby ticket yet. And so I'm just saying, I'm like, I'm not going to make it. I'm stuck in Shanghai. I'm Shanghaied in Shanghai. The irony. And so I'm like, I'm screwed. But then luckily, the United app, because these Chinese gate agents were not going to help me. They were trying to get some other Chinese couple who I know was behind me because before my fiance left, she told me they were. But they were trying to get them on over me. But luckily, the United app gods came through. And it said, "Hey, you got a ticket." I'm like, "Hey, I got a ticket. I got give me my ticket." And they didn't want to do it. I could just see it in their eyes. But the phone rules over them even. So they had to print me out a ticket, and then I rushed in, got the worst seat on the airplane, no recline, right by a bathroom, back of the plane, middle seat, and it was the best seat I ever had. And did I complain about that? You didn't get me first. No, I'm not an asshole. Anyway, all right. So my brother had. Oh, here you go. So he is rich. Okay, wait a minute. For telling my girlfriend just be happy with an economy ticket and stuff. My brother has had a very successful career, pretty rich, no gold plated Dunnies or Monaco yacht, but well off 50K this year. Well, that's great. The rest of us are in a median wage. We're heading off on a family trip in 2 months, and we usually fly economy since we are peasants. That's very funny. But he surprised us with business class return tickets. Very nice of him. Those aren't cheap. For context, the family is me, my parents, and his wife. Okay, this was the original plan, and which we discussed late last year. Since then, my girlfriend of 2 years has joined in on the trip. So she wasn't even an OG. She wasn't even like an original person on this trip. As her parents really, as my parents really like her, or they did before they found out what a gold digger she was. And my brother, who's organizing the trip, gets along really well with her. Be careful about that, bro. I'll tell you right now. If she's gold digging, he asked her to tag along as the place he asked her. I don't like any of this. As we're going to the place we're going to is one of her dream destinations, and bought her a ticket. You better watch that brother of yours, bro. I'm just telling you. You better watch that brother of yours. The thing is, she thought we were flying together in business class, but my bro got her an economy return ticket. All right, that's all right. That's punk. Put her in her place a little bit. Maybe they got in a fight on their little side conversations, and he's like, "Yeah, you're not going to do this with me. Okay, well, you're going on economy." He did not want to pay the high business class price tag, which I thought was fair, but my girlfriend seems to think it's a dog thing to do. It is weird that he's going to just shoot you an economy. Bro, I hate to say this, but if you really like this girl, you should probably turn in your business class ticket and go economy with her. That's what I would do. Have everyone but one person flying business class and excluding her. Yeah, it's not cool. It's not cool. I guess she's upset. I've been raving about flying business class as I've never. Yeah, it's awesome, especially if they got the lie flat seats. It's fucking amazing. And the food's good. And the oh, it's all great. The thing is, he bought her a ticket like he paid for it. Yeah, it's not business class. You won't be sitting with the rest of us. It's not so much. I mean, the business class is like, but the fact that he's sticking her in coach and all she's being ostracized for free. I try to explain this to her. Dude, you don't get it. You don't get it at all. But she's not happy with the arrangement. My bro says she'll have to pay her share of the accommodation. Okay, first I thought your brother was trying to finagle his way into her pants, but now I think I don't know what the fuck he's doing. I'll be honest. So she's got to pay her share of the accommodation. This is horrible. This is a real shit deal for her and stuff, which I'm more than happy to help her out with. Well, that was nice of you. The ticket, though, I cannot help with. It's pricey. I could barely able to make a dent in it. Yeah, they're like 10 grand sometimes. She thinks my brother's favoring the immediate family or something. He is, which isn't even the wrong thing to do. It's okay. So, yeah, I think you are the asshole here, buddy. My first asshole of the evening. He's saying she gets a free plane ticket. Who the fuck gets mad at a free plane ticket? How do you not understand the issue here? The issue is not the free plane ticket. The issue is that she's being excluded. She's being treated like trash. She's being treated like Bussar, like just garbage. You know what I mean? Like that's crazy to me. Like that would be like, okay, my fiance is taking her 2 boys and her and on a trip, and her sister, and she got everybody business class seats, or not her. Let's say her sister. Her sister got everybody business. I want to make it matchy. Her sister got everybody business class seats. And me, she's like, oh, you can come too, but you fly and coach. I'm like, you know what? I don't want to go. I want to go. It's not that I got a coach ticket reason I don't want to go. The reason is because you're all going business and you're like, yeah, fuck you. Just go to coach. Like you're doing me a favor. Like what the, like it's just second class citizenry is what that is. You need some outside perspective because I thought she'd be ecstatic, and instead she's in a pissy mood. Dude, you just blew up your whole friggin' relationship. Honestly, that's just so stupid. Yeah, best would be for her not to go. Yeah, she shouldn't go, but I think she'll make that decision on her own. You're screwed, dude. I don't know how you're going to dig yourself out of this hole. This is a big ass hole you've got yourself in. You really don't get it. You don't even get what you did wrong. And that's the worst thing for a woman. When you don't get what you did wrong, oh, God help you. Most of the time, I have no idea what I did wrong, but I know it's trouble when I don't know. When I don't know it, it just is. It just is. It just sucks. But if you haven't hit the like and subscribe button, hit the like and subscribe button. Don't be a stranger to it. If you want to have your question answered, you can put it in the chat. How about that? All right. If you're flying long distance, Despotic says, just look at it as an adventure. 28 hours. Says, hey, I'll take coach anywhere, man. It's just a way to go point A to point B. Would I prefer nicer seats? Yeah, but I mean, I've again, my fiance is a flight attendant, and I don't really care. I would much rather sit. She's working the flight, so and I got on the plus side. She can hook me up with food and basically food, and it's nice. But do I care if I'm in economy? My big thing is middle seat. I just don't want to be in a middle seat. But again, like when I was in Shanghai, I was like, this is the greatest seat of my life because I'm going home. Because in Shanghai, I didn't have, not only did I not have, like she was going because she had to work the flight. So she was out. And then the next day, the flight was sold out. And I was going to have to buy like a shitty seat for like $800. That's with their discount. I'm like, oh, this is getting worse and worse. So when I got that middle seat in economy, dead back of the plane with the bathroom behind me, I was so grateful for it. Yeah, he should opt for sitting with her and coach. Exactly, create it for your lives is right. That's the man move. That's the gallant. That's the that's the move. You want her to come with you, I assume. So what you do is you'll listen. My brother's being a douche about this. I know he thinks he's being nice, but this is completely unacceptable to me. I will sit with you and coach. I've asked him to change my seat to coach. And now you're a hero. Now you look like you actually give a shit about this girl. Right now she's fucking weighing her options. I didn't get Shanghai. I almost got Shanghai in Shanghai, but didn't get Shanghai. That's poetic. So yeah. Yeah, I think you're right. Switched planes 3 times, had to go through security every time. But hey, adventure. Yeah, I remember I went to this is when I was with my ex. She was such a nightmare, man, to travel with. She just wouldn't rush. She wouldn't do anything. She was complaining about everything. She's complaining about we were supposed to fly an American on points. And they canceled the flight. So I go, okay. First it looked like a delay. So it went from 3 to 4. And I'm like, oh, that's not bad. It's just an hour later. No big deal. And then I looked closer at the ticket. It went from 3 on Tuesday to 4 on Wednesday. So, and we had a connecting flight in like Charles de Gaulle or something. We're going to, where the hell were we going? I think we're going to Italy. Yeah. We're going to Venice, which is beautiful. And then, so, the whole thing's fucked. So now I'm on the phone with the rep and my ex is bitching and moaning at the rep. I'm like, look, we need her on our side. These are points tickets. So we're like the bottom crawlers. We're the bottom feeders. They are points people. So we gotta be nice to this woman. So the best she could do was put us on an Iberia airline, switch it all over to Iberia airline. I'm like, fine, we'll go on Iberia. Problem is, by Iberia goes through Madrid, and Madrid is a nightmare airport to catch a flight because you get off the flight, and then you have to go through customs, which the line was fucking it's like an hour-long line. So I know yo hablo español, enough suficiente para muchas cosas. I was able to go to these cops and speak my broken Spanish, which they probably found funny and sad and pathetic, and they actually let me through and go quicker. Now we had to run because we had to go through, we had to get our bags, then we had to go through another part of the airport, take our bags, re-go through security, and then we had to run because, of course, our flight was at the far. I say run, my ex would. She's like, I'm not running anywhere. No, I'm like, fuck, we're gonna miss this flight. I'm just so pissed at her. So we get to the plane. They've just shut the door, and once they shut the door, nobody gets in. There's 2 people there, and I speak enough Spanish that I know what they're talking about. And so the guy there's 2, there's a woman and a guy. The guy does not want to let us on. He's just telling the girl, no, we're not going to let him on. We're not going to let him on. She's like, come on, let them on. And because we have my son with me, and she felt bad for my son. And so luckily the girl opens the door and you can see the guy's like, he's all pissy about it. But we got on the plane, we made it to Venice, and it was great. But the reason that we were there in the first place was my ex wouldn't run. I'm like, we got to run. And she's like, I'm like, oh, I fucking hate you. Oh, she was ours. But somehow, by the grace of God and that nice woman at Iberia, we got in, and the cops who let us go through the security there. And then we get to, again, just this is my ex. Then we get to Venice, and I mean, I wanted it fancy. So I got like one of those little boats that you see, like, the fancy boats that like the small ones where you get in and then they take you to the hotel. But we were running behind because everything was all pushed back, and then that was a hike to get to. And again, she wouldn't run, so we almost missed the friggin' boat that I paid for. Ugh, I'm going through very angry memories. Yeah, but that's my ex. That's why she's my ex. There you go. My fiance would have been running with me. We would have been laughing. We'd be having a good time. But not my ex. No, not her. Not her. There you go. Ex heard me talking about her and kicked me off. It's all right. It happens sometimes. Sometimes it happens. It happens to the best of them. All right, ladies and gentlemen, listen, I got to cut and run. I did some stand up tonight, so I'm a little on the tired side. This is caffeinated, so that helps. But I hope you enjoyed the show. If you enjoyed the show, tell your friends and family about it, and sign up. Just hit the subscribe button. Keep on the lookout for Autastic. That's my new show. It's going to be at the Stephanie Fury Theater in July, and should be touring hopefully very soon. Hey, Musically Medicated, good to see you. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you, brother. Sister, I should say. Musically, are you male or female? I can't remember. It's been a while. Sometimes the name doesn't tell me. All right, and I can't see because I have shit eyes. Now, Musically's female, I believe. Yeah, I remember you, Musically. Good to see you. Thank you for tuning in. All right. I am. Charles de Gaulle is insane. LOL. Yeah, we were trying to go to Charles de Gaulle. That was the original plan, and that's insane too. But yeah, friggin' if you're going to Madrid, not that it doesn't seem like we're Americans are persona non grata right now in Spain, but make sure you have like a 4-hour window between your connection. We had like an hour and a half or something, just insane, and it's a nightmare. And what really, there's two parts to it. Having to go through customs when you arrive, which the line was insane. It was literally like an hour-long line if those cops didn't help us out. And then you have to go, and then we had to take a bus. We get our bag, then we had to take a bus to the other terminal, and then we had to go through security again. And it's just like, and check our bags again. And we had a lot of bags. There you go. All right. I love y'all. Thank you for tuning in. Hit the like and subscribe button. God bless you all. And I'm gonna head on out the door, get a good rest, and I'll be back tomorrow night. I'll be back here tomorrow for more antics, more shtick, more nonsense, more shenanigans. And if you have questions you want answered, I'd be happy to be your unlicensed therapist. Thank you so much. God bless you. I'll see you tomorrow back here at 10 o'clock for more Jeff the Unlicensed Therapist. Bye.